Hi, everyone. Welcome back to the Thursday Lives. I am just going to be checking again, like I do every week, to make sure that you guys can hear me. So if you're here live, just pop in the comments and let me know if you can hear me, okay? Okay. Seems like you can hear me. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Thursday. Hi everyone. Perfect. Welcome back to the Thursday. All right. So today we are going to be talking about our limiting beliefs and where are they coming from. So one of the things that I have learned over all of these years of really diving in deep to the root cause of why I've been getting into, like, in my own way of creating success and abundance in my life, and really getting to the root cause of way back when, I would say probably 10, 15 years ago, I really hit a hard patch in my life where I was not myself and was not feeling well. Really was in I don't want to say a dark place, but I was in a place where I did not like the way I felt. And I had to find my way out. And that's for a whole nother story. But the backstory just starts there, where I really became aware of how I was feeling and wanting to start to make a change. So in that time, I decided that I was going to make a change, and my first step was meditation. That opened up my world to so many different things. And since I started really dedicating myself to meditation, my life has changed dramatically. And it has also opened the doors for so many other things in my life that I knew were there, but I didn't know the extent of it, and I had never really dove into them. One of them being energy work, and the other one being neuroscience. Sorry about that. I just wanted to make sure something popped up, so I wanted to make sure you could still hear me okay. When I decided to start looking into those further is when I started to do the real healing work on myself. And what I had found was a lot of the obstacles, almost all of them coming up, were because I had either manifested it into my life or I had been kind of standing in my own way of getting to that next level. And when you are standing in your own way, it's because we have limiting beliefs. And some of these limiting beliefs we have, not even specifically from our experiences, but from experiencing life, seeing what our parents have gone through, seeing what friends have gone through. Any experience that you perceive to be limiting, or maybe it's not even that you perceive it to be limiting, it's just something that happened, and that type of energy sticks with you. And when we have a limiting belief and we believe it to our core, whether it was because something we thought ourselves or we experienced, or maybe it was something that our parents experienced, and then, growing up, we saw how they reacted to things, or we heard what they said. One of the beliefs that is very easy to have, and I've seen a lot of people have these types of beliefs, is all around financials. For instance, your parents growing up not trying to do you any harm, actually trying to do the opposite, really make you aware and teach you something, but they would say things maybe like, money doesn't grow on trees. You have to work hard to get money. You know, success isn't easy. It's hard to achieve what you want. Not because they were trying to do you harm, like I said, but because that was their belief. So in turn, you end up taking those beliefs as your own truths. And what I've learned about, especially with the neuroscience, is when we repeat something, so we have a thought and we have an emotion that goes with that thought, and we repeat it over and over and over again. It's hard to make money. It's hard to make money. I can't keep money. I can't save money. Whatever that is. And when we are attached to an emotion with that, it gets repeated and repeated over and over again. And what happens in our brain is our brains are like highways, and there's thoughts, going all over the place. And what happens is our brains try to save us energy, because to think a thought actually puts out a lot of energy. You have to have a lot of energy. And when our brains are trying to save us, it puts thoughts and beliefs on automation, whether we want them to be there or not. So, nobody logically wants to have the belief that money is hard to make, or, money doesn't grow on trees. That's not something we logically want to be there. But when we try to change those beliefs, it's already automated in our brains. So it's a highway in our brain, and that thought, as soon as we think about our banking account, or somebody asks us to do something, to buy something, our automated response is going to be that core belief that money is hard to make, so I can't afford this, or money doesn't grow on trees, so I can't afford this. And it comes in automatically, and you don't even get a chance to dispute it or to think about it further. So I hope I'm making sense. With all of our beliefs, somewhere along the line, it got repeated enough, the thought and the emotion together got repeated enough to make it an automated belief. And when we have these automated beliefs that actually hold us back, that is what happens in our brain, that we stay stuck. And even if we really want to change things, and we logically do not think that that belief is true, it is still an automation in our brain. So the key component to changing and being able to attract more wealth, attract more abundance, or just getting out of your own way, is truly finding the root cause of that belief, breaking it down, being able to sever that belief in your brain. So like if you were to take, if you were in a device and you could see your actual thoughts firing through your brain, we would want to take that automated thought and belief, sever it, and then create a new pathway with the belief, the thoughts, and the emotions that trigger attracting abundance, attracting the things that you want in your life. And then, of course, we always have our energetic fields. So anytime, I was just talking about the neuroscience part of it. So that is what our brain is doing and how we end up getting stuck. The same type of thought goes with our energetic fields. So everything is made of energy. And when you're thinking that thought of money doesn't grow on trees, you have that belief. It is also an energetic belief that gets stuck in your energetic field. So taking the neuroscience part of it and severing the old belief, rewriting it for a new one that supports your dreams or whatever you want to do. And then also taking that same belief and clearing it out of your energy and replacing it with an energy field that is attracting what you want versus repelling. That has been one of the biggest game changers for my business, for my life. And it has really been something that it took me a while to learn and figure out how to get those changed. And that the biggest thing was that I have control of it. Once we get to the core of it and I find out the root cause, I all of a sudden have control of what I think. And that is very, very powerful stuff. That is why I got into getting certified for energy work, getting certified for neuroscience, because these are the pieces, along with the meditation, that truly transformed my life. And that is the things that I want to teach, and that's what I want to be here to support with. And if this is resonating with you, or if you feel like it really does resonate with you and you want to know more, and you feel like you've been getting kind of stuck in your own way, please message me, DM me. I'd love to have a conversation that further goes into this, because obviously it goes deep, and that's a part of my work. But this is scratching the surface of even having the knowledge, because we don't know what we don't know. And if we can't even realize how those beliefs are in our brains, are on automation, or getting stuck in our energetic field, then we can't have the power to change them. But now you know there is something that you can do. So I want to thank you again for coming in, tuning in on the Thursday Lives. This is part 1 in a series that we're going to start breaking down the energetic field and the neuroscience behind getting out of our own way. Really starting to dive into those beliefs that are keeping you stuck, keeping you playing small, and not allowing you to make those dreams reality. So, like I said, send me a private message, DM me, let me know if this resonates. I would love to take this conversation further with one of you or a few of you, and really start taking those automations and start changing them around. So thank you so much. I will be back here next Thursday, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I do have another quick question. I would love to hear, and maybe I'll put a poll in the group. Does this time of day work for you for lives? Is there a better time of day or a different day that would work better for you to come on live and be able to participate in some of these conversations? I'm going to put a poll up. So if you would take a few minutes to answer the poll. If you are already not in our group, I will ask you to come over to the group, and we'll see the poll there. And thank you so much. I hope you enjoy the rest of your Thursday and the weekend, which is coming up. And I will see you next week.